In biology, population growth is the increase in the number of individuals in a population. The population growth rate is the rate at which the number of individuals in a population increases in a given time period as a fraction of the initial population. At one, global human population growth amounts to around 75 million annually, or 1.1% per year. The global population has grown from 1 billion in 1800 to 7 billion in 2012. It is expected to keep growing, where estimates have put the total population at 8.4 billion by mid-2030, and 9.6 billion by mid-2050. Population growth rate. The population growth rate is the rate at which the number of individuals in a population increases in a given time period, expressed as a fraction of the initial population. Specifically, population growth rate refers to the change in population over a unit time period, often expressed as a percentage of the number of individuals in the population at the beginning of that period. This can be written as the formula, valid for a sufficiently small time interval. A positive growth rate indicates that the population is increasing, while a negative growth rate indicates that the population is decreasing. A growth ratio of 0 indicates that there were the same number of individuals at the beginning and end of the period. A growth rate may be 0 even when there are significant changes in the birth rates, death rates, immigration rates, and age distribution between the two times. A related measure is the net reproduction rate. In the absence of migration, a net reproduction rate of more than 1 indicates that the population of females is increasing, while a net reproduction rate less than 1 indicates that the population of females is decreasing. Human population growth rate. Globally, the growth rate of the human population has been declining since peaking in 1962 and 1963 at 2.2% per annum. In 2009, the estimated annual growth rate was 1.1%. The CIA World Factbook gives the world annual birth rate, mortality rate, and growth rate as 1.89%, 0.79%, and 1.096% respectively. The last 100 years have seen a rapid increase in population due to medical advances and massive increase in agricultural productivity made possible by the Green Revolution. The actual annual growth in the number of humans fell from its peak of 88.0 million in 1989, to a low of 73.9 million in 2003, after which it rose again to 75.2 million in 2006. Since then, annual growth has declined. In 2009, the human population increased by 74.6 million. Each region of the globe has seen great reductions in growth rate in recent decades, though growth rates remain above 2% in some countries of the Middle East and Sub-Saharan Africa, and also in South Asia, Southeast Asia, and Latin America. Some countries experience negative population growth, especially in Eastern Europe, mainly due to low fertility rates, high death rates and emigration. In Southern Africa, growth is slowing due to the high number of AIDS-related deaths. Some Western Europe countries might also encounter negative population growth. Japan's population began decreasing in 2005. The United Nations Population Division expects world population to peak at over 10 billion at the end of the 21st century, but Sanjeev Sanyal has argued that global fertility will fall below replacement rates in the 2020s and that world population will peak below 9 billion by 2050, followed by a long decline. Growth by country. According to United Nations population statistics, the world population grew by 30%, or 1.6 billion people, between 1990 and 2010. In number of people, the increase was highest in India and China. Population growth was among highest in the United Arab Emirates and Qatar. Notes *** Eritrea left Ethiopia in 1991. *** split into the nations of Sudan and Southern Sudan during 2011. *** Japan and the Ryukyu Islands merged in 1972. India and Sikkim merged in 1975. Into the future. According to UN's 2010 revision to its population projections, world population will peak at 10.1 bn in 2100 compared to 7 bn in 2011. A 2014 paper by demographers from several universities and the United Nations Population Division forecast that the world's population will reach about 10.9 billion in 2100 and continue growing thereafter. However, some experts dispute the UN's forecast and have argued that birth rates will fall below replacement rate in the 2020s. According to these forecasters, population growth will be only sustained till the 2040s by rising longevity but will peak below 9 bn by 2050.